The Ford Dealers of America, proud of the new 1950 Ford, the one fine car in the low-price field, present Burr Tillstrom, creator of Kukla, Ollie, and all the Kuklapolitan players, with Fran Allison in Kukla, Fran and Ollie.
No, I say we're going to do a pageant on Fran Allison today.
Kukla, today is George Washington's birthday, and we're going to do a George Washington pageant. And that's all there is to it. It was settled long ago. We all had a vote.
Yes, but it doesn't mean we're doing a Fran Allison Day today. We're doing Salute to Fran Allison.
We're doing a George Washington pageant.
But we're not either, I'm sorry. By the time that this show gets out to some of our friends way out west, it's way beyond George Washington's birthday.
It doesn't make any difference. George Washington is the father of our country and our first president of the United States, and it doesn't matter at all when we do a George Washington pageant because people out there are just as patriotic as people are here, and they'll enjoy the pageant.
Well, they also like to have a pageant on Fran Allison, and that's the way it's going to be.
It is not.
Well, since when do we just decide these things without a vote?
We did vote on it.
When?
One day when you weren't here.
When I wasn't here? Do you think that's fair?
I can't help it. I don't know where you were.
Well, it's not fair.
I don't care whether it's fair or not. It's voted, and we're going to do a George Washington...
What's the matter? What's the matter?
Some funny smell. I'll be right back. It's not back here, it's out front.
I'm still noticing. Yeah, I do. Fran!
Yes?
Come here a minute.
Mm-hmm.
Sniff. What is it?
No, not so much there.
Russ Mayberry. What are you rubbing on your ankle?
Is it sore?
It's liniment. It's rubbing liniment on it.
Why do you do it in here?
Yeah. I'd almost rather have it hurt, I believe.
My gracious sakes, wouldn't you know? Oh, well.
He, with his big, fine skiing expeditions, I'll bet a nickel that's where it happened.
That's probably where it happened.
How are you?
I'm fine. We're having an argument.
Are you?
We want you to settle the argument for us.
Just a minute.
That's it, good. That isn't what you were going to sell, is it, Kukla?
Oh, Kukla, that's worse. Narcissus.
Ooh.
Mixed with lily of the valley.
No, it isn't. It's mixed with gardenia. I just emptied the two bottles together.
That's worse than the liniment.
Yes, it almost is.
We're having an argument. I want to give a George Washington pageant.
And I want to give a Fran Allison pageant because you're going home tomorrow.
Oh, Kukla, aren't you sweet? Well, that's a lovely thought, but...
Aren't you going to be on the show tomorrow?
No.
Didn't I tell you she's going out to Iowa, where they're going to have a big Fran Allison Day out there, and she's going to do a show out there, isn't it Waterloo?
Mm-hmm.
Waterloo, Iowa, and all her old friends are going to come to see her. She's going to do a show for all the folks at home.
Oh, is Nanny out there, too?
Yes, Nanny's there.
That'll be wonderful.
Oh, I'm very excited.
Nanny's Fran's mother. Oh, that'll be wonderful. But you won't be with us?
Well, not tomorrow. I'll be back Friday.
We'll miss you, honey.
Well, I'll miss you, too.
That's why I want to give a Fran Allison salute.
Yeah, but... Well, then I guess I'll just have to leave it up to you kids.
Well, Kukla, I think that's a beautiful thought, and I should be greatly honored to be the subject of such a wonderful presentation as I'm sure it would be.
Well, I'm kind of torn between it myself. No, I don't really know which we should do. Got the costumes already for Fran Allison Day, and we have all the costumes ready for the George Washington pageant.
Well, I can't think of anyone to whom
all ready for the pageant.
Well, I guess this answers our question.
I guess it does. Well...
You had something you wanted to say?
No, dear. I just wondered if you were getting ready. Oh, it's going to be wonderful. I'm in the minuet scene.
Oh, that's
I'm
right.
Marie Antoinette.
Do you lead? Marie Antoinette.
She's not in Madame Octopus, Marie Antoinette's not in this pageant. She's in my version of this pageant.
Well,
Which version are you following? I made it up myself. I've read a few books on the subject, but I wanted to come as Marie Antoinette, so that's the way it's going to be. Oh, it's going to be divine. We'll have a lovely time.
sure we will.
In my pageant, Martha Washington doesn't get in at all.
I don't know to whom she could have been talking to whom, do you?
I don't know. Let's do the Fran Allison story.
Oh, I'll tell you what. Let's do George Washington today. After all, it really is his day, and my day's not till tomorrow. And when I come back on Friday, I'll tell you all about it.
We ought to do the Uncle Docky Day, too.
Uncle Docky, indeed. He and George Washington.
He and George Washington.
Birthdays on the same day.
And Ruth Hoffman.
Ruth Hoffman.
Yeah, all around the same time.
Isn't that wonderful?
Oh, we could do a little Fran Allison salute when you come back.
Well, I don't care particularly about the salute, but I would like to tell you about it, because I know it's going to be a wonderful affair.
It'll be fun. Hope we can do all right when you're not here.
Oh, you always do all right.
Well, we'll try to
So
keep things
proud
in
of
order.
you. Well, I'm sure you will. Well, I have things...
All decided, huh?
Yes.
Well, I tell you, I don't think I'll be in it.
Why not?
Well, I always I have to play the lieutenant.
Well, that's a good part for you.
Well, you always play George, and I'm tired.
You're going to
of
be George again this year, Ollie?
Who else? Or should I say whom else?
Well, gee, I'd like to have a whirl at it sometimes. I'm always Martha. I could even be George.
Oh, no, you got to be Martha Washington. Yes, you're just right for Martha Washington. Because then I'm George, you see, and then we can play great, wonderful scenes together. See?
Oh.
Mm-hmm. And you be the lieutenant.
I don't want to be the
much
lieutenant.
of a part for the lieutenant.
The lieutenant, all he does is push the boat off the bank when we go across the Delaware.
That really is about all.
I am tired of that Delaware one.
Well, last year we did the cherry tree one, and I don't want to do that again.
Well, I like the cherry tree one better than the other one, because at the cherry tree one, at least I come in and get to dance a minuet.
Well, you can dance a minuet in this one off stage.
Well, it's a terrible day to cross the Delaware. Believe me, it's snowing like mad.
We sure are having a big blizzard here in
Oh.
Chicago, aren't we?
Yes.
Real exciting.
Don't you think we better... Well, it's not very good weather for cherry trees either, I don't guess.
No, I don't want to do the Delaware one. I don't want to be the lieutenant again.
Well, if you could choose, what would you like to do?
I'd like to do the scene where George Washington maybe meets Martha Washington and proposes to her.
Oh, Kukla and Ollie, you're always getting romantic.
Well, I
that's
think
ridiculous.
that might be a very nice side of it to present.
Oh, but that's so romantic and everything.
Well,
and
why
who
don't
knows
we-
what he said and everything. My goodness. My version is based on historical fact. I have a book by Anne Hawks Hutton. It says George Washington crossed here. It's right here. I'll get you the book right here. This book. She sent it to me herself.
Well, it's wonderful.
And mine's based on historical fact.
Mm-hmm.
And this is just a...
Well, mine may not be historically correct, but I liked it a little.
I think it would be... Well, why don't we do it this way? Could we? Would it work out if... Because I know that Martha Washington's not going to have a very big part in the Delaware business, but I would be a kind of a co-star in your version, wouldn't I?
Well, yes.
Why don't we divide it up? Why don't you be George Washington first, and that'll give you plenty of time to get ready to cross the Delaware, and then you can be him when he crosses the Delaware.
I'd be the younger one.
Yes. Of course, I can see, Ollie, where really you are perfectly cast as George Washington, because he had red hair. I heard a man tell about it today on the radio. But, of course, nobody ever saw it because they didn't wear just their own hair then.
Okay, I'll go along with it, but you better cooperate when it comes to my pageant time.
Well, I will. I'll do everything I can.
You be the lieutenant then?
Sure, I'll be the lieutenant.
Okay.
Okay, better get my stuff ready, hadn't I?
I think you better.
All right, I'll go.
Okay, well, I'll go and get my costume ready, and we'll see if everything's all set. The first one will be it'll be like at a dance somewhere, Fran.
All right.
So, and I'll be George Washington as soon as I get my costume on. Well, hello, kids. What's going on? Where is everybody? Hello there. Russ, for heaven's sakes, what's happened? ankle. That's too bad. Well, get up off the floor. Where is everyone? What's happening, Francis?
I'm getting in a costume.
For what?
A pageant.
What kind?
It's his birthday today.
Who?
Uncle Docky.
Oh, that's
No,
nice.
it's George Washington.
Oh, yes. Yes, George Washington. Gracious sake, that'll be wonderful. My goodness, Madam Unclepuss is going to be in it, isn't she?
She thinks so.
Well, I think she should be. She went to school with him. You let go.
That'll fix you.
Say, she's got a mean right. You ready, Fran?
Almost.
Well, I'm ready.
I think I did this quite right.
Could you give it sort of a little minuet kind of music, Jack? Oh, I'll be here at the party, and then I'll... oh, there's a lady. Oh, how do you do, Mr. Washington? So very happy that you came to the party. What is your name? My name is Martha Washington. No, it couldn't be. No, it couldn't be. You're in the wrong part of the pageant. Oh, of course. I'm Marie Antoinette, and I'm just over from France, having a lovely time. Marie Antoinette never got here, I don't think. This is my version. Okay. I'd like very much to meet the young lady that's standing over there beside the wall. Oh, I should be charmed to introduce you. Martha, my dear.
Good evening.
Good evening, my dear. Oh, you look charming.
How are you, Marie?
I'm not Marie now.
Who are you?
I don't know.
Oh.
The whole play's changed. Not quite sure.
Whose version is this?
It's not mine. I'll tell you that. Not this part. Well, my dear, I should like very much for you to meet George Washington.
How do you do?
How do you do? I tell you, Madam Unclepuss, you can be my mother. I'm through. How do you do, Martha? Miss.
Custis.
Oh, yes, yes. Well, do you like singing?
I adore singing.
I know a little song.
Do you?
Yes.
I should very much like to hear it.
You would?
I should indeed.
Well, my good friend, Sir Jackson Fashionado was at the harpsichord.
Well, maybe he'd strike a few notes.
He did. I wish that I could be a tree by the river so you'd lean on me. If not the tree, well then somehow your pillow in the evening when you rest your brow. Speak a word of love, my dear. Speak so only I can hear. I wish that I could be the glass in your mirror so you'd look at me. If not the glass, then I would seek to mingle with your powder so I'd kiss your cheek. Speak a word of love, my dear. Speak so only I can hear. Speak so only I can hear. And when it rains, I wouldn't care if I could be a raindrop, for then I'd nestle in your hair and pray the rain would never stop. I wish that I could be a star in the heavens so you'd wish on me. Then I could make your dream come true if you should wish for me to fall in love with you. Speak a word of love, my dear. Speak so only I can speak so only I can hear. Speak a word of love, my dear. Speak
Okay, kids, that's enough for your pageant. Half the time is gone. Let's get on with the rest.
A short evening, wasn't it, George?
It certainly was, Martha.
Well, I'll be seeing you.
Yes, I'm going to become a lieutenant in George Washington's army now.
Are you really? Well, it'll be interesting to see what happens with me.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Lieutenant?
Yes, sir.
My cape.
Oh.
Well, sir, it's a cold and stormy night, and I am going to cross the Delaware.
Oh, that's fine. That's just great. Have you got the boat, kid?
Sure, I got the boat.
Where's the boat?
Well, just a minute, I'll get it for you.
No, Ollie! No, Ollie! No, you can't, Ollie! No. Ollie, no, this is the 54, Ollie. This is the 1954. Not the Delaware, no.
Look, kid, this is what I'm going to use. I got news for you. After all, this is a 1950 Ford. I know. It's got that sound-conditioned lifeguard body. After all, when I cross the Delaware, I want to be real safe. And, you know, this center section through here is, well, it's called the smooth sailing center section. What else would I want crossing the Delaware on a night like this? And the all-steel lifeguard body of very heavy-gauge steel.
Yeah, but, Ollie, look. I mean, I love the 50 Ford and everything, but this is a pageant. You know, this is the version that you said is historically correct, and I don't think they had any Fords back then.
Well, no, I hadn't thought of that. It wasn't in the book, but it's true. Well, I'll change it a little bit.
Okay, whatever you say.
Well, you know, I mean, the thing is that the lifeguard body is sound conditioned in doors and panels, so your ride is not only safe, but very quiet. And then it's got that, well, for instance, this little model. It's in all the 50 Fords, as a matter of fact, have that relaxing midship drive. So relaxing.
Look, you're going to fight a battle tonight. Don't relax too much.
Oh, yes. And then it's got the wonderful wide front seat with the new non-sag springs, so you can sit up in front with me, and maybe Martha will go across, too.
No, I don't. I think you better leave Martha home tonight.
Yeah, but after all, the wonderful cushions, they're firmly buoyant, foam rubber cushions, you know.
I know.
Well, Martha would like that, you know. She'd be very comfortable in it.
Well, it's okay with me, Ollie. It's perfectly all right if that's what you want. I'll bring it up when you're ready.
Okay, well, I've got to say farewell to Martha now. Martha, my dear.
Yes, George?
I am about to take off.
You are not going out of this house tonight. I've had enough of this coming and going and hither and thither and yon.
Fran,
Not.
Fran, this isn't in my version.
It's in my version.
But, Fran, no, I'm sorry. See, this
No, I'm sick and tired of staying at home here all by myself.
Martha, we have to. I have to cross the Delaware tonight.
Not one step.
But, Martha, the boys are waiting for me down by the river.
That's just what I thought.
Lieutenant Kukla down there. And, we're going across the Delaware.
No.
All right, Chief.
The general is not leaving.
Pardon me, Mrs. Washington?
You heard the lady.
But
General is staying at home.
your boat is already and the waves are waving.
That's not in this version.
This is my version.
If there any wax there, let me know about that.
Oh, honestly, Fran, now, come on. I've got to get across the Delaware tonight. That's the great tableau. Now, and I'm riding in my 50 Ford.
If you're going in the Ford, I'm going with you. The minute that car goes out of the garage, I'm in it.
But Martha...
With a fancy car like that, you're not going to go by yourself.
But Martha, after all, this is a great military maneuver. We're crossing the Delaware in order to...
It seems to me that I heard that bridge was out.
Cross the Delaware? Lieutenant Kukla!
Yes, Chief.
Go down to the Delaware immediately and see how the bridge is.
What bridge?
The bridge across the Delaware.
There isn't any bridge. It hasn't been built yet.
Well, there's no use going then.
I can swim.
Well, if you're going to swim, you can swim by yourself.
I'll swim across.
Let me know if you get on the other side.
I will.
I always wondered why.
I'll throw a silver dollar across.
That's the Potomac.
Oh.
All right. Waves, please, fellas. Delaware River, please. Up tide, down tide. That's good. All right. Wave.
Kukla, we gotta go across in something.
Well, let's try the 54 then.
You dropped your hat.
I know. I always go bareheaded. Here we go. Which way?
Well, that direction.
Why?
Well, because, Kukla, look, the other side doesn't have any picture on it.
Oh.
Look, Lieutenant Kukla, I love the American flag very much, but I happen to be the star of this. Would you mind holding it up this way a little bit? Thank you very much.
Now it's in front of my face.
That's okay. You're not the star of this part. Well, Martha, we're almost across.
Well, happy landing.
Thank you. Oh, say, it's getting a little rough, isn't it? A little bit rough. Don't you suppose that we could, wouldn't you mind stop steering the thing so rough, Lieutenant Kukla?
I'm not steering.
Who's steering?
I don't know.
Good heavens. Oh, I'm overboard. Man overboard.
Oh, man overboard. Man overboard.
Look, the water's warm.
Hey, wait a minute. Here, somebody take the flag. This is fun. I can practice the Australian crawl. Martha, come on in. The water's fine. Come on, let's see if you can float.
Yeah. Look, I can float on my back, Kukla. Look.
That's wonderful. That's marvelous. All right. Go! Ow!
Now listen, take it easy. You lost your wig.
I know it. No, where?
Oh, tide go down. The whole thing's wrecked. Fran? Martha?
You kids know better than to leave without your water wings.
What's the matter?
Why, the motion of the waves has a strange effect upon me.
Why don't you sit down for a while? Feel better?
You look a little funny.
I
Yes,
feel
you're
a little
pale.
funny. A little sensitive right now.
Are you?
Russ, put away that lemon!
Man has a sore ankle.
I don't care. This is no time to have strong-smelling liniment.
It's the very time that's what they do. They always get things like that and put it right under your nose so that you revive quickly. Open the bottle, Russ. Now,
Excuse me.
should have worked.
I don't know.
Ollie,
That
I'm
wasn't his
sorry.
version.
I guess not. I guess not. I'm sorry, Ollie.
It's all right, Fran. I'm all right now. I guess I didn't like my version of it either. You know what, Martha?
What?
I wish you'd sing to me, Martha.
Be delighted to.
When I was a
George.
little boy, You look so cold without your wig. When I was a little boy, there was an episode in a cherry orchard.
Oh, yes.
My mother came out to me right after that particular episode, and she sang a song to me that I loved very much. And I remember I said to her, Mother, what is life? And she answered me. She told me.
What did she say?
She said, well, you know what she said. You did that play with me last year.
Oh, life is a fine, big, wonderful magazine which will sometime carry your picture.
That's right.
In the meantime, though, life is just a bowl of cherries. Don't take it serious. It's too mysterious. You work, you slave, you worry so, but you can't take your dough when you go, go, go. So keep repeating, life's the berries, the strongest oak must fall. sweet things in life to you were just loans. So how can you lose what you've never owned? Oh, life is just a bowl of cherries. So live and laugh at it all.
Thank you, Martha.
That's all right, George.
It's really wonderful of you to have sung that song for me.
Happy to do it.
When are you going to make some more of that fine candy?
Oh, I ought to get at it. Goodness, the business is growing like mad.
Imagine it is.
Yes.
Well, Martha, I give up.
Guess he gave up. Fran, I'm going out tomorrow. I wish you were going to be with me. Tomorrow I'm going out to see the Ford exhibit at the automobile show here in Chicago.
I wish I could have gone, Kukla.
No, it's at the International Amphitheater. And you know that anyone who visits the Ford exhibit out there can have a picture made with free out there in a convertible. I'm going to have my picture made.
Oh, I would have loved to have my picture taken with you.
Out there at the automobile show. So.
Yes, I'll go with you.
Well, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Depends on how he feels.
Oh, I think he'll be all right.
We'll get him out in the fresh air and the
Yeah.
snow. I think we might take a little walk tonight.
Oh, it would be great. You know, it's snowing so hard you can hardly see.
I know.
Stings your face, comes at you real fast.
You know, we could maybe put on some high shoes and mufflers and...
Do you have your boots down here?
Yeah. And I'd put on a stocking cap.
Oh, my favorite one. I love that stocking cap.
Yeah, and then we can go out and have a real walk. And then we could come back and before you take the train, you going to take the train tonight?
Mm-hmm.
Before you take the train, we could maybe have a little hot chocolate or...
All right.
Just have a little bit. And we'll take you down to the train.
Oh, you needn't do that.
Sure.
Oh, I don't want you to go out again in the cold.
We'll take Fran down the train, won't we?
Of course we will. We might even take you out to Waterloo.
I wish you could.
Mush! That's the way it'll have to be tonight, I'm
Just
afraid.
almost, I'm afraid, too.
I feel better now, Martha.
I'm so glad.
I'm kind of glad that George Washington's birthday only comes once a year because these pageants are almost too much for me sometimes.
Me too.
Well, one thing I want to say, not as George Washington, but as Ollie, is remember, for economy...
It's the 50
Ford.
Yes, the beautiful new Ford that for the second successive year has been named America's fashion car is the economical car of the low-price field. There is economy in original cost, economy in operation, economy in upkeep, and what a car it is. Your local Ford dealer invites you to test drive this smart beauty in your own way. Yes, now you can take the wheel of the 1950 Ford. Now you can test its power and roadability and experience its big car comfort and luxury. So stop by your nearest Ford dealers tomorrow. Test drive the great new 1950 Ford.
This is Burr Tillstrom, thanking you on behalf of all the Kukla players. As Fletcher might say,
Thanks. Oh, yes, thanks very much indeedy.
Remember, before you buy any car at any price, first test drive the one fine car in the low-price field, the 1950 Ford. Kukla, Fran and Ollie came to you from Chicago.
NBC Television.